Isolation Nation. Hello, welcome to Fucking Fan Friday on the Socially Distant Social Club. I'm one of your hosts, Chris Bowers. One of the few shows in the world where we let the audience be part of the comedy. So today we got top fives. Throw those in. We're going to have a game we'll tell you about in just a little bit. And again, we don't have sponsors. We don't sell you razors. We don't sell you stamps. So at the top right corner, if you want to support this show and continue to make it ad-free, you can Venmo us at the top right corner. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Or you can also throw those super chats in on the YouTube. Queen Rachel's here. Are you ready for a fun Fecka Fan Friday? Rachel, how are you doing?
Happy Friday. I'm good. I'm excited. I leave for Florida in 2 days. So
nice. I like the curls. They look good.
Yeah, I let her go crazy. Day one, it's always a bit of a thing. But thanks so much. Yeah, I'm excited for today. We are gonna. Do we talk about anything now, or do we introduce hosts first?
Well, I think we got some top five stuff coming in. We'll do the game in a second. Let's introduce Taylor. Maybe he's here.
Yeah. Okay. Right. On Fridays we have
Taylor. There you go.
Hey,
he's got a shirt on and everything. What's up, buddy? How you doing? How's your week going?
Well, thank you.
How's your week going? Any you got a house inspection yet?
No, all that's done. We were cleaning. Actually, my wife and some of our friends kicked ass and cleaned the whole backyard today.
They got all the dirty diapers?
I was pissed they didn't find one. I am the only one who found any.
Oh.
But
well, I think we know how Steve got you back for his prank. That's how Steve probably snuck over to your new house and put diapers in the backyard for you. Is that how he got you back, you think, for the...
That'd be great,
geography
actually. Because that means the Code Red thing is not his fault, and I'm still mad about it. I can't find it anywhere around me.
Oh, really? They got rid of Code Red?
No, I can't find it anywhere. Anytime I find it, it's gone the next day. So I think that's him.
Oh, you think Steve just follows you around and buys Code Red? That's
no,
cool.
I think he's hiring someone to buy all the Code Red in my area.
Oh, fair. You geotagged. That's fun.
Exactly.
We do have a fun guest host today, one of our favorites. Ryan Niemiller's here. How you doing, buddy? How's your life?
Hello, friends. How are you?
Look at that haircut.
Oh, I needed it. Last week, my wife wanted us to do wedding photos 4 months after we actually got married, and this was part of the requirement.
Wow.
Normally, she's cool. She'll let it do what it does. For the picture, she's like, you have to be a human being for at least one day.
By the way, with that many video games behind you, yes, your wife is cool. We know you don't have to say your wife is cool.
Yeah. You should see the other room.
I can't even imagine. So this video, how many video games do you have at this point?
I am over 4,000.
That's awesome.
4,000?
4,000, yes.
Okay.
It took me an entire U-Haul when I told my wife I was moving from Indiana to move in with her. I was like, I'm gonna get a U-Haul. She's like, do you have that much furniture? And I was like, no.
Well, and I'm not making fun of you, Ryan, because if I didn't drink, I'd have that many video games or that many of something. You know, what I mean, all my disposable income. Because each video game is what, $50? That's half a night.
I mean, it varies, but I enjoy it. It gives me something to do, and since I don't drink, I remember you once called me the most boring comedian in Indianapolis.
I don't think I said that.
You probably said that.
You said it lovingly, though. The way that you kind of described it was, like, I like you, Ryan, because, like, you come to the show, you're friendly, you do a good job, but then when everyone's like, hey, we're going to go party, you are gone. You were gone 15 minutes ago before that could happen,
Yeah, well, one of the rules at Mortgage is you kind of had to party or I didn't invite you back, or unless you were really good at comedy. So the fact you got to come back, that's how good you were at comedy, that you didn't have to party with me. That was one of the rules.
I appreciate it. Anyway,
for sure. Nice. We had a fun overnight game. I don't know if you know this, Ryan, but I sell fake books now. I have a thing called Virch where I don't have merch. I just pretend it's merch, and it's fake books and shirts.
Oh, okay,
so
excellent.
I just cut out the middleman, and you just pay me for what I would make.
Pay me.
So I make $8 on a shirt. So instead of $25 for a shirt you don't want, you just Venmo me $8 and we call it a deal. But anyway, I have a fake book because you're not going to read it, so I'm not going to write it. But the overnight game was, what would be titles of Rachel's fake book? If Rachel had a fake book, what would be the titles of her fake book?
I like this game.
Shannon Savage had Read Between the Lines with a middle finger on the front of the book, which I thought was funny. She also had Shannon Savage also had I Now Pronounce You Incorrectly. Oh, that was a good name.
Oh, you bitch.
Greg Murphy had Oops, This Is a Game Entry. That'd be a great name for your title of your book. Billy Thompson had Get Me Off, Screen for This. I thought that was a good one. But my favorite was Buds with Tam You Bitch, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's the
Yeah.
title of Rachel's fake book.
I got a lot of friends by calling them bitches.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
We didn't have a Night King game. We keep forgetting Night King games, but that's okay. Maybe we'll remember this episode. Will we?
Right.
We'll see.
Well, maybe.
We're gonna do today's game. Today's
Today's
game is because Ryan is a big wrestling fan. We've decided to wrestle a TV show like WWE style. So like 3 men and a beat down. How I pile drived your mother.
Yes, there you go. Yeah.
I say that could be a different show altogether, quite frankly.
Yeah, that's a whole
It's a
different
porno.
thing.
So the way that you participate in the game is a $5 or more Venmo, Super Chat, all of the things, PayPal, with your game entry. And if you're in our video front row, you get up to 2 entries for free. We're also doing a raffle today. It's going to be fun. So because last episode, you guys tipped on behalf of your goddamn pets, and Sassy won last episode. So if you guys remember, Kim Stewart's Sassy's a 13-and-a-half-year-old Chihuahua rescue, and she sent me a picture of him.
Oh, there you go.
I thought that was so cute. We decided that we're going to do Pet of the Week today. So we're essentially, the raffle is raffle on behalf of your pet. Send us your pet information. You can raffle on behalf of somebody else's pet.
Yeah.
But that pet that wins is going to get a spotlight on Wednesday's episode, which is our 2-year anniversary. With their
Yep.
picture, and they will be the pet of the week. So
Pet of the week. So $5 for getting that raffle. Throw your pets in there. Let's do a pet of the week and see how that goes.
it's going to essentially be their "What's your deal?" except with the pet on
Yeah,
Wednesday.
we want to know your pet's deal. So that's how we're doing that today. That seems.
I mistakenly thought that you guys were raffling off somebody's pets. I had to clarify that. I was like, is that why you asked me? Bowers was like, can you be available in 2 hours? And do you have a dog? That's the entire text.
Well, we could maybe that's what we do. Maybe we go to a shelter and I'll find a cute dog and then we'll raffle the dog off of every episode. How about that? We just rescue a dog and then no. Can you mail dogs? I mean, if you poke holes in the box, you can mail a dog, right?
I mean, from years of watching and reading Garfield comics, I know you can mail cats.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I think if you love a dog and you just let it go in Florida, it'll eventually find you in Massachusetts. Isn't that how it works? They'll go like 10, 15 hours over years to find you. There's all these stories like that. Maybe that's what we do.
Could do. Raffles are already coming in.
Well,
Of course they are.
Yoakley says no, we should not rescue a dog and raffle it off. Okay, we won't do that, Patrick. Thank you.
Okay. Patrick is going to be our "What's the deal?" What's your deal?
Yes, we got a
person
what's your
today,
deal
too.
person. We've got a what we learned from Zara at the end. We've got some top 5. So throw your top 5s in if we're doing that. Do we want to introduce the front row before we get rolling?
Let's get to it.
Let's do this. These
Do a
fans.
front
for
row.
Fan Friday. Let's see who all is here. We got
Turn on
all
those
the
cameras.
fans coming.
Who's that?
Okay. All right, here we go. So coming up first. Oh my gosh, Zara Bendy.
He's back in the place where she wears bikinis.
It's bikini Zara. How
I
you
remember
doing?
this from last year.
I know it's a
Doing
season.
well.
It's bikini season. How's it
I
going?
haven't forgot that. Yep.
Doing well. There were a bunch of floods. It got very scary, but down the south coast, it's just gorgeous.
Nice.
It is gorgeous.
South Coast. So you were petting tigers and stuff yesterday, huh?
Yeah, I saw my babies, saw my rhinos, saw a binturong. But yeah, I'll post pics to the group page. But yeah,
binturong?
Binturong, like a bear cat. You might know it as a bear cat.
Oh, a bear cat.
I know it as my favorite Pokemon.
Oh,
Person.
there you go.
Is that 7th gen,
Binturong.
8 gen, 8 gen, 9 gen?
Speaking of Pokemons, Stephen Valor here. What's up, guys? I'm sure they've got some Pokemon somewhere in their world. I think they probably collect those as well.
Cute hair.
No Pokemons? That's the one thing you don't do? Oh, look at the space buns. I like the space
He
buns.
pokes them on.
Ha!
Yeah.
These are not the droids you're looking for. All right, it's Collapse Sipples is here. Collapse, how are you doing? Putting in eye drops? What are you, stoned?
sorry,
You
I didn't look.
Smoking some weeds there,
Thanks.
Collapse?
Thanks, Taylor.
You're welcome.
They're allergy drops.
Oh, allergy drops for that cat you're allergic to. Okay.
Yes.
By the way, you are the 5th woman I know in my life that is severely allergic to cats that just fights through it and owns a cat. It's bonkers.
Got my second allergy injection this morning.
Ooh, those are fun.
There you go. That's commitment to owning a cat. All right, Patrick Yoakley's here. Good to see you, Patrick. Hoping to learn a little bit more about you a little later. We got what's your deal with Patrick, and he rescues dogs, so we should do it. Oh, Sarah Green is here. She doesn't need. She's gonna need eye drops later. She's smoking some weed right now. That's good. I think that looks like weed, or you roll your own cigarettes. Sarah, you're on mute, so you don't. I don't know what you're saying there. You're on mute, but that's okay. What you got there?
She's not on mute. Her mic.
I was kindly gifted a ticket from Angle.
Angles gave you a ticket. Well, good
Angles.
job. Well, then make all the noises Angles does. Anna, I don't know if that's a typo, but it's not Anna D today. It's Anna L, which spells anal. So I don't know if you can see that on your screen. but-
I didn't do that. I have
Okay.
not changed my name, so I don't know how that's happened.
I didn't change it either. I wish I was that clever.
Think one of your kids broke into your Zoom and it get back at you, renamed you anal?
No, but I will definitely check that when I get home.
I will say, I'll admit, honestly, for the last 2 weeks, your name has been Anal, and I just haven't said anything.
Oh, I didn't notice it.
I have.
I had no idea.
I've noticed
You
every
say
time.
Anna's been trying anal for a while. She's been trying this for a couple weeks. See how she likes it.
Just 2
Okay,
weeks.
that's
I feel
good.
you're right with the kids thing. It's like, hey, does anal have one N or two?
My kid's 6. She better not know that.
Wendy Swerdlow's here. She knows what anal is. Hey, Wendy, how are you? I mean, as a concept. I'm not sure I'm not saying you've done it. I'm just saying you know what the concept is. You're over 6 years old. That's my point. Meg Bagley's here. We're not going to mention anything about that.
Whoa.
Meg, how you doing? Good to see you. In a library? Okay, I like that. You try
I'm
to look
actually
all
in a van.
You're in a van, but you have a library background. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what you're doing with that van, but that's all right. Abby's here. Good to see you, Abby. Day off? Or are you going in later?
Day off, but I'm working all weekend, so yeah.
All right. Well, party
6
actually-
a.m. Blech.
6 a.m. tomorrow. Oh well. Drink early so you can pass out. Frank's here. Good to see you, Frankie. How are you? Back to the painting, away from the fridge. That's cool. Do you make decisions where you're going to sit, or is it just when the show starts where you happen to be standing? How's that work?
Just where the show starts. So.
Okay. Cool. That's cool. I always try to sit in the background. Rachel has a different background every time. That's one of her things. And,
I've been staying put, but just wait for the next couple months. It's going to change a lot.
You're going to be everywhere.
Yeah. I'm going to Canada for the first time ever. I already said that. Yeah.
You going to JFL at all this year, Ryan?
I'm auditioning for JFL
When?
on Monday
Oh,
at Dynasty Typewriter.
Oh, cool.
I didn't realize it was such a big, the audition process here. We had two people go up, and I was at West Side last night for the auditions, or for a first round of them, I guess. It's amazing.
Yeah, Andrew Rivers is in town tonight. We're going to the Laugh Factory. He's doing a show at 7:30, so we're going to go check that out.
Is it a show or the auditions?
I mean, they're audition shows. I mean,
That's amazing. Okay.
They have a crowd, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're sold out, like each of the shows usually are.
Yeah. So me and Steve are going to go check that out, I think, or somebody. I don't know. I'm going to hang out with you. So, but that should be fun. How's it going, Ryan? So is things opening back up? Are you finally starting to get on that road and make that sweet AGT money that you were
not quite the same AGT money, but I'm doing a lot of corporates right now.
Yeah.
Which I actually enjoy. I had always heard for years how comics hate them. Right. Man, you get paid for one night what you would get paid for 2 weeks of doing club work. They treat you like a king because they're so happy that I recognize you from television. Do you want a steak? And I'm like, yeah, I want a steak instead of a quesadilla that's cold from a comedy club.
Yeah,
I love them. You're gone for a day. I get to come home and not play my 4,000 video games because it's too overwhelming. It's great.
Do you have a problem picking one once you have that many? Because I have a problem with Netflix. Most of the time when unless I'm going to watch something specifically, if I don't know what I want to watch, I spend 2.5 hours looking what's on Netflix and never actually watch anything.
Paralyzed by choice. So I have 4,000 games. I tend to play the same 6 games that I've played since I was 8. So my brain kind of defaults. I'm like, Tetris. We'll play Tetris for a while. That'll just get the gears going, and then we'll see. And then I just pass out at 3 in the morning.
I have 10,000 shows I could watch, but yet I'm going to watch Law and Order SVU reruns again. That's what I'm going to pick every
Ryan,
time.
surely there's one of the 4,000 you've never played before. Like there's one in plastic somewhere.
I would say there's about 3,700 of the 4,000 I've never played before.
Never?
Don't call him Shirley.
Well, it's a matter of, so I was poor for like 37 years of my life. And then AGT happened and I started to make a little bit of money for the first time in my life. And I was like, remember what I missed for the entire 37 years? And when I'm on the road, because I don't, as we said earlier, I'm boring and I don't like drink or party or anything like that. So I go to video game stores and I just buy shit. And then I bring that all home. And then when I'm like, okay, I'm going to play, I'm going to be gone for 3 more weeks again. And then the cycle just continues.
Now, are any of these collectible? I mean, they're collectibles, but are any of these are these like first edition, like crazy ones? Like, oh, this is an original Mario Brothers NES card, I mean, whatever, like stuff like that are big high dollar stuff? Or is it just, you just love any kind of game?
Yeah, well, so I go for complete sets, which is stupid because a lot of people don't do that because it's hard to do. Some of them are very collectible. I have a couple games that are probably $1,000 a piece or so. And then just some stuff that I bought for really cheap that has accrued value over the years for various reasons.
Sure.
I don't buy deliberately to have it be collectible. Sometimes it just works out that way.
Gotcha.
Most everything that's still in the shrink wrap is because I didn't have time to play it yet. And then it became valuable later.
So they are more valuable in the shrink wrap, just like action figures and everything else.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't deliberately collect that way. It wasn't a well thought out plan, but some of the stuff it's just cheaper, like to just buy it digitally again than it is to break the seal because they can make it go from like $400 to $50 if I do that. Yeah. Where I can just buy it digitally for $30 if I want to play it.
Yep, there you go.
That's amazing.
Nice. Well,
yeah, it's a world, and to reiterate, I have an amazing wife who allows this. So.
We had some pet raffles come in. All right. So Meg, on behalf of Georgia Pup, there can only be one.
Nice.
Once I nominate the lovely Tiger Quinoa as not pet of the week. Take it. Miley, on behalf of Mocha. All right. We also had Arthur for Stephen Val. Donkey. So Stephen Val tipped on behalf of a lot of different ones. So thank you so much. So Donkey, which is Winkleplex's dog.
Nice.
Zazzles, which is their cat. Henry Horse.
Oh, right? Nice.
And Sunny, Zara's bird. So
Zara's bird's in the pet of the week thing. Cool.
It sure is. Birds do count. I know that there's been a big debate, but
where?
There's been no debate. There's been no debate.
Birds count as pets.
They do.
I mean, Tam's dildo may not be a pet. That's where we have some middle ground. But last week she put in $5 for her dildo to win the raffle. So we were gonna have to do a cameo video to Tam's dildo. That was the raffle prize last week. So luckily I didn't win because that was gonna be awkward.
That's true. And then the recently departed Emmy on behalf of Molly. So it's very sweet.
Very sweet. Do we want to do top 5?
Yeah, let's do a top 5.
All right. Was there any top 5s you liked particularly, Brian, that we sent you that you want to?
Let's just, if we're gonna hit them all, let's just hit them all.
All right. I like Taylor's top 5 unexpected things that you found. Top 5 unexpected things that you found. Taylor, this one was yours. What you got?
Number 5 is diapers in a backyard. Obviously, Ryan, you weren't here. I bought a house and there's 6 full diapers just laying in the backyard.
See, some people find like an authentic Picasso in the attic. You find 6 full diapers.
Yep, full. Oh God. I found my wedding ring in the couch the other day. Nice. Didn't expect it to be there. $20 in my wallet. Never expect money to be in there.
Nice.
Spiders in my truck. That was weird.
That's not good.
Like why? And then after a comedy show, I found a fedora in my truck. I don't own a fedora. Someone just put their fedora in my truck. Took a while to get rid of it too.
I only had one. It was the weirdest one. After my dad passed, we found a pawn shop receipt in his wallet where he had pawned off the Rolex watch that my brother had given him. And so we had to. It was a real ordeal getting that watch back, but we got it back.
Wow, he told the story of the watch on the origin
Yeah,
story.
so
I
that
didn't know
was
that your dad had,
I
well, we missed
forgot.
it.
Yeah,
We skipped that part of the story.
yeah.
Holy
Matthew
shit.
didn't tell that part.
Ryan, you got any things you found?
As I'm approaching 40, most of them aren't good anymore. So it's like rashes and growths. I think I told the story out here before, but ticks. I know you never expect to find ticks, but I found that a couple times. A few years ago, I found out my girlfriend was cheating on me. Did not expect to find that out.
That's never good. That's never good.
And then $20 as well. I'm always surprised by cash.
Nice. I've things I've found unexpectedly. I've a drawer of sex toys. That's happened to me a couple different times where I'm like, oh, what are all these? Okay.
A whole drawer.
A whole drawer. Yeah, a lot. Like too many, but that's okay. I once lost an iPod in my car and found it 2 years later. It had fallen down in where the emergency brake, where you pull the emergency brake, it like fell down in the like little webbing there, and I found my iPod 2 years later. When I was in middle school, I found a box of Playboys in the woods. That was a very fun day.
That used to be the only way to find pornography.
Oh,
back in the day, it was always just found in the woods. That's how you got porn.
Come on, yeah, you just fucking had a tarp to keep from the rain out. You'd build a whole fort around it. Like you'd find it somewhere, then there'd be like pallets. Let's see. Once I was blackout drunk and I woke up and I found a sheriff's hat on my head. I don't know where the sheriff's hat came from. And one of the unexpected things I found is that I really like Miley Cyrus. I didn't expect that, but she's really good. So I found that unexpectedly. Big fan of her.
We had a funny one come from Berman. He said, top things Rachel should do in Canada.
Ooh, let's see. Well, you need eat some poutine. If you haven't eaten poutine, that's a good Canada thing to do.
Stay away from moose.
You can go to the palace and see if you can make those guards laugh. You can try to crack those guards up.
Oh, wait, I don't know.
That's England.
That's like a British thing. Oh.
No,
that was the joke.
You can go hang out with the trucker convoy. You can go say hi to those guys.
That's over with, right?
Are we sure? I don't know. I think they're still there. They don't know that it's over. Like they're like still protesting.
It's not over till it's over. All right.
It's right. They're not. It's not over till they're all
No,
dead.
Steve says it's over.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to spotlight them. What should I do in Canada, Stephen Val?
There you go.
Val.
Stephen Val.
I should do Stephen Val.
No, he said just Val.
That's hilarious.
The finest restaurants, my dear, and all the touristy stuff. Old Montreal. We're going to show you the sites.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Nice.
We had some raffles come in too. So we had Wendy Swerdlow, Sherman, the chinchilla. Remember the chinchilla?
Nice. Yep.
We got the chinchilla in there now. I love all the different types of pets people are raffling on behalf of. Victoria Scattereggio, Enya, her 14-year-old American Stratfordshire Terrier who's currently battling cancer, was a foster fail. So
this was supposed to be cool, not sad.
Oh, by the way, this is an AGT. The raffle's just a random wheel. It just spins. We're not your dad's story doesn't give you extra points.
Yeah, I would
No
not
offense,
have,
Ryan.
yeah, I wouldn't have chopped off my arms for this like I did for AGT.
And then Kim Stewart, because she won last time, she's like, all right, Sassy's out of the picture, but how about Mimi and Manny? So
there you go. Yeah.
Mimi and Manny are in the running now.
You'll get your video soon. Jordy is being a diva.
Oh.
Yeah, so Niemiller, this all deteriorated into Taylor's dog has to send a cameo video to Kim Stewart's cat. Sad.
It's a dog. That's part of the cameo.
Oh, it's a dog?
It's named after. It's probably named after Sassy the cat and Homeward Bound. Jordy has this whole diatribe ready for that. We talked about it.
He's been workshopping. It's almost ready to go.
Did you have your dog heard Jordy Nelson, Taylor?
Yes, I did. You're the first person to get that.
Nice. Good work.
I don't get it.
It's a football player.
Green Bay Packer
that's the
wide
first
receiver.
Jordy I would have assumed. I didn't know you were a Packers fan specifically, but that's what I would have guessed.
Yes,
why I
everyone
didn't
tells me
get it.
Jordy LaForge, which is probably a safe bet with me.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, but no, Jordy. Yeah. I will say this, Ryan, as a Miami Dolphins fan, I want to thank your former coach, Brian Flores, for not tanking those games so you guys could get Joe Burrow. That really helped us as Bengals that your coach had integrity, and then you fired him. So good job.
Yeah, that is some classic Dolphins right there. You every season, and this last season was perfect for it. You start off like 1-9 to where you can't make the playoffs, and then instead of trying to get that high draft pick, you then win 7 in a row to be in the middle again and make me hate football for another year.
We went to the Super Bowl, so I love football, but I always did. Do you have top five cheeses? Who has top 5 cheeses, right? You got top 5 cheeses?
I do, and this is going to be the trailer park in me showing, but it's sharp cheddar, medium cheddar, mild cheddar, shredded cheddar, and white cheddar if I'm fancy. If it's like an anniversary
white,
or something
Ryan?
like that.
Why's it gotta be white?
Because
Trailer
I'm
park.
from the trailer park.
Trailer
Me
park.
too, I get it.
Trailer park.
This will be a debater. Cottage.
Ooh, I love cottage cheese.
I love me some cottage cheese.
I love cottage cheese.
I
I love. There's one.
I
I
like
don't
it
know.
on people's legs.
No, stop. Cranberry. There's like cranberry and some sort of cheese. Cream. Give me some cream cheese.
Ah, yes, more white people things.
Fondue. Fucking just melt the cheese and pour it right on me. And then my least favorite type, Fromunda. Fromunda
Yeah,
cheese.
you know what Fromunda cheese. But you just pour fondue on you? That's how you guys do it?
Oh, maybe pour some fondue on me.
You're like one of those ladies that they put the sushi on. You eat the sushi off the ladies, but your fondue, they're like dipping cheese out of your belly button. All right, Taylor,
It's just 2nd and 3rd degree burns
Yeah,
the
I'm
whole
like,
time. It's very unpleasant.
It's not safe. It sticks on you too, so you're like, ow, ow. Oh shit, it's still here.
Yeah, like fondue is like the napalm of cheese. It's very very aggressive.
Now the good news, you end up hairless. It is like Nair a little bit, but it's like you're.
I like
your
cheddar
arm.
cheese.
Right?
Swiss because Rubens rule. Brie
And Rachel.
because Brie's cool. Parmesan because I use it more than I thought I would, and Kolchak.
Nice. Provolone. I'm a big fan of provolone, especially on a burger. I like Swiss a bunch. Velveeta. That's a cheese food, not an actual cheese, but it is one of my favorite cheeses or cheese foods. White queso. I like white queso. And
Why's it gotta be white?
Because I'm
Trailer
also
park
from Richmond, Indiana, and I like fried cheese. Is my favorite kind of cheese.
Ooh.
Whether it's mozzarella
Cheese
sticks or any
curds.
sort of cheese curds, just fried cheese is my favorite kind of cheese.
I'm falling asleep with all this cheese talk. Pre-coma.
Did I tell you guys that I stopped eating sugar for this month?
No.
Oh, really?
I allowed myself natural sugars are fine, like in fruit, but there's only a handful of times I'm gonna allow myself to eat sugar this month, and one's my birthday, one's Kevin's birthday, right? But I've never been more grumpy in my life. It's so hard.
Yeah, sugar's rough, man.
God damn it.
It's just all the condiments are sugar, right? You can't have any condiments, essentially.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna go out and seek jelly, right, or jam and eat it by the spoonful, but condiments are fine.
Well,
It's just
ketchup.
I used to have
You
dessert
do, like,
after
mustard.
every meal. After every meal, I'd have gummies and cookies and brownies and ice cream and.
Nah, I was always fat because of French fries, not because of sugar. No, sugar was never my bugaboo. But I haven't had caffeine or flavored drinks since January 1st of 2021. So it's been
Oh shit!
a year and a half since I've had any caffeine or anything flavored other than water, other than beer.
That's amazing.
Are you stroking your Code Red that you can't find your empty
Yeah.
bottle of Code Red?
Good point.
Don't listen to him.
By the way,
No,
I think
it's-
you could probably find
It's probably a fucking hint.
my buddy Tushlog only drinks grape. There's a grape something that he and Savannah works for him, so she brings it to fucking him every time she goes to work. She brings him this. He drinks it with Jaeger. It's his favorite drink. It's like
Interesting.
Grape Crush. Grape Crush. You can't find Grape Crush anywhere. So
Oh,
you
I
Grape
find
Crush
that
and
everywhere.
stuff.
Hey, Touchlock, let's trade.
Oh, there we go. You guys do an exchange program. We send you Code Red from
Just go-
Indiana for Grape Crush from Virginia.
We just go to the border of Ohio and Virginia.
It's the nerdiest drug deal of all time. You guys bring pallets of each other's soda. That'd be hilarious.
No, that would be like energy drinks. I'm like, man, I got some balls. You got some Monster?
Like Smoking the Bandit, but dorky. You know what I mean? They're transporting Code Red across the country. story on a time scale.
I almost did that. When I went to Pittsburgh to do the headshots for the comedians, there were coders everywhere, and I was just like, I need to not just like fill a basket and look like a maniac.
Yeah. I would do that when I was still living in Indiana. I would do that with ski, which is it's Mountain Dew, but it's with orange and lime or lemon instead. And it's like Southern Indiana and Kentucky and like Tennessee. It's very regional there. So if I did shows, I would always bring that back, like 8 pallets of it.
Oh, good
thing
stuff.
I do, it's not drinks, but my hair gel is called LA Looks, and ironically, they do not sell it in LA. It's the only. You can find it at Walmart's everywhere but Los Angeles.
Now, have you ever looked
like
around and looked for something that was just called Looks?
Yes.
Maybe that's the problem.
It's called Here Looks.
Yeah.
You know where you are, Looks.
Yeah.
These, I just want to say the fact that people know each other's pets' names is really fun. So we had people like, Kim Stewart tipped on behalf of Jan's Alibaba.
Nice.
So there's Alibaba. And then Anna D, her cat's name is Spare. There's got to be a story.
Spare cat. That is a great name for a cat.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's like
you are
Snowball
not-
the Fourth.
Yeah, your name is Spare. Oh my god, that's
Why is it named
hilarious.
Sparrow? We picked it up, and I always pick up the spare. Like she's really into bowling or something.
Boom.
And then Steve and Val tipped on behalf of a couple of pets. Really generous. So Ryan Tix is now in the running.
Oh god.
And then Bow Wow, your crabs are also in the running.
Oh, okay. Oh, I haven't had pubes in 8 months. Crabs are gone.
Hey, you talked about Nair, I assume.
I finally manscaped.
He quesoed his
First time
crotch right off, or fondued it.
Oh.
There's
Fondue these
crabs to
nuts.
Get rid of your pubes.
We can't wait. We can't just.
Crabs went extinct because people got rid of their pubes in the
I'm
2000s.
not. Yeah.
I don't
You
think
have
that's
pubes?
true.
No, it really is. There's not crabs anymore. It's not a thing.
I'm sure there's
All
gotta
right,
be.
Google, you're gonna make me regret this.
That sounds like a
worked
lie
in
you've
public
used for
health,
like
and they
15
do
years,
have it.
Bowers. Crabs aren't a thing, I promise you. Don't worry
But
about
it
it.
extinct because everybody
Wait.
shaved off their pubes in the 2000s.
Our resident doctor, a BBA.
Oh, thank
There's
you. That's
still
so
crabs?
much better idea.
Are there still
Where should-
crabs, Abby?
The incidence of pubic lice has definitely gone down, but I think extinct would be overstating it.
Gotcha. Okay.
By the
Yeah,
way,
no hyperbole allowed, Bowers. All right.
well, crab season is October to January, evidently, so according
There's
to
a crab season.
SouthernLiving.com. So if you're having crab outside of October to January, watch out.
That's the thing. Crab you eat. I don't think that's crabs.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, I was
He's
gonna
like,
buy
I-
these Hanes, but it's
I
in
know.
crab season.
I
so
know.
no. Stupid.
All right, Ryan's top 5 was a great one. It was how do you tell comics politely they had a bad set? How do you tell comics politely they had a bad set? What are the things you say to them? Ryan, what do you say to a comic when you know they
Good energy.
that's what you hear a lot. Yeah.
But, you were really up there. I like that you take risks. Man, you did your whole time, and I respect that. Like how do you just sit up there and talk for that long? That's crazy. And then number 5 is you just quietly leave early before you have to talk to them.
Yes. We call that a comic goodbye. Rachel, you ever have to
I
tell
had that was a set. Similar to Ryan's. Nice effort.
Nice.
And then just my last one was, and then you walked away.
Devastated. You're doing great. Taylor.
I had hey, when do you go up? And then ask what their day job is.
Nice.
Are they all new jokes? Hey, this crowd is weird. Get more encouragement. What was the last one? I'm so sorry, but your set didn't go well. I said sorry. It's very polite.
Nice. I had, hey, comedy's hard, man. I also had When Do You Go Up? That's my favorite one to say, When Do You Go Up? I like when a guy kills. My favorite is when a guy crushes and they walk up to the driver and go, where do you think you lost him? That's my favorite.
I do a variation of that. Like, you'll get him next time.
Right. Everything murdered. This actually was said to me on my first feature set by Greg Hahn, similar to You Did All Your Time, but he said, well, you kept your composure. I'm like, hey, stop. That new tag kind of worked, That kind of worked. And, I mean, you've got a great sounding voice. That's never good. I had a girl one time go, I've always found you attractive. I'm like, oh, thank you. Really? She's like, yeah, but I'm into voices. I'm like, well, that doesn't help me. Fuck off.
Now, Bowers, have you ever got like nice jacket? Or some equivalent of that?
Yeah. You were good too. You get that a lot. When after they've gushed over the first guy and then see you awkwardly standing there, that's always the worst. Well, you were also good. Or the worst is when they go, I mean, I liked you. That's the worst one. Well, I liked you. I don't know what the rest. I'm like, I thought everybody liked me. Just you. Fuck. That's not.
Yeah. When an audience member just preemptively apologizes for the rest of the audience, and you're like, well, I thought it went okay. Why
did they vote for you? What's going on?
Crowd sucks. This crowd, Louisville's terrible, dude. They always do this. They always shit on me.
Yeah, people in Texas are assholes. Don't even worry about it. Like, I thought I did okay. I was all right.
The best, Mike Kaplan was at Louisville once, and he's headlining, and the MC kid was sitting at the bar. These two hillbillies come out at the bar, and they sit down next to him. They go, man, that dude's jokes are they're too smart for us, man. I didn't get the fucking word he was saying. Your set was great, but he's too smart for me. I don't get what he was saying.
Hey, at least they can admit it. Like,
your jokes were just stupid enough for us. We loved your set. Your set was great, but his is too smart. I don't get the jokes.
We had a top 5 from Wendy. Top 5 road trip songs.
Ooh.
I like, Mr. Blue Sky.
How's that go?
There's a Weezer cover that's really great.
Okay.
It was in one of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. There's what's that fucking banger, the Billie Eilish one that every woman, even if she's never been heartbroken, just you made me hate this city. And I don't talk shit about you on the internet, and just like, bruh, just hits hard.
Sounds more like Taylor Swift, but I know nothing.
It
about
does.
music.
It's a Billie Eilish. Look it up.
Billie Eilish.
Happier Than Ever. It's called.
Billie Eilish. Is that a? Is that a drag? Okay.
You're showing your age.
I know Billie Eilish is. Open Road Song by Eve 6. That is something you can just put your pedal to the metal. Oh, Black Betty, Babalam. Oh, Black Betty, Babalam. That song will get you fucking rolling. Life is a Highway is always pretty fun. I like that song at the end of Me, Myself, and Irene, The World Ain't Slowing Down or whatever. That's a pretty fun song to drive around to. And then I've been driving a lot to NF The Search is my new favorite song. It's kind of like talking about mental health, but rapping about fucking being better than it. It's fucking badass. It's a cool show. Cool song, The Search by NF. I've been driving to that a lot lately. You got driving songs, Niemiller?
The first one that came to mind, cause I podcast now. That's what I listen to a lot. But I like old like 80s loud diva love songs like How Will I Know by Whitney Houston, like stuff like that, stuff that you can just belt. Those are the best type of songs for staying awake if you're doing a really long drive, for sure. Just stuff you can belt. Don't listen to music you would casually listen to around the house. No, you got to listen to shit you can just belt at the top of your lungs.
Or Thunderstruck. That's another one I like to drive through the thunder. Rock Me Like a Hurricane. Yeah. Taylor, you got any driving songs?
I'm mainly like D&D podcasts, but I listen to a lot of Rammstein on the road just to keep me awake.
Nice. Very cool.
There's no bit. Sorry.
You're just spitting facts. That's all you're doing.
Oh, are you new to the show? That's all I do.
Now, when I drive, I only really listen to music the last 30 minutes till I get there, and that's to pump me up for whatever I'm doing once I get there. But I usually drive in silence, usually.
Do you remember that Gloria song? That's a banger.
Gloria. Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah, that one. That one's really good too.
That song.
Should we do What's Your Deal?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a What's Your Deal?
All right. Got Patrick Yoakley this week. The Yokester.
Woo-hoo!
All right, and here's my haiku. So I do a haiku. We did Ryan, by the way. All right.
Okay.
Patrick Yoakley. All right, here you go. Lover of lightning, Native American pride from Yoklahoma. I would curtsy.
Has a haiku ever had a pun in it? I don't know. I think it might be the
All
first
the
time.
time.
I was real happy when I thought of that.
A limerick coup or whatever.
We know he has 4 kids, as he refers to them, which I can't pronounce any of them. We know that from yesterday or Wednesday.
Yeah. Taylor, you got any Patrick facts?
Obviously, a storm chaser can travel, and he's stabbed somebody before. Not on purpose. Well, he purposely put the sword through the person, not expecting it to go inside them. There's no way I can't. I was like, don't say penetrate, and then it's like, go inside them. Not better.
You should have said penetrate. You made it a billion times worse and creepier, quite frankly.
Yeah. Yes, I did. Impale. That's the word I was looking for.
That's like the old Patton Oswalt joke where it's like much creepier to be like, I'm going to fill your hoo-ha with goof juice. Billion times worse.
I forgot about goof juice.
Let's see. Patrick wears amazing hats. He has a cool sword. He drinks mighty fine whiskey most of the time. Let's see.
He works in tech.
Works in tech. Yes. What did he tell us last? He works for credit card companies. He told us that at the Patreon hang, and he knows some of the credit card stuff. Let's see. What else we got with Patrick Yoakley?
Newly in a relationship with a fellow SCSCer.
Yes.
You know that?
Yeah. So Patrick, fill in the blanks. What's your deal?
All right. The credit card company was a company I worked for. I don't currently work for them. I work for a nonprofit. Cool. Storm chasing. My first storm I encountered, I was actually 9 years old, and that got the idea stuck in my mind. So that when I got to college and tornadoes started coming through the area, I started chasing them. Which also, I took my photography from my high school era along with me. So I've got a photo of my first tornado, I've got a photo of my first lightning bolt, everything.
Wow.
I
don't remember my first lightning bolt, so that's got to be big.
Yeah. I did go to college for aeronautical engineering, which I obviously am not in that field. I've been a hacker for 30 plus years, probably 35-ish years. So while I'm wearing a black hat, I'm actually a white hat person now.
Were you ever part of like one of those big collectives of hackers?
No. The furthest I got was gray hat, just finding places to break into just to tell them, hey, you're broken into.
Fix your shit. So you would like break into people's stuff just to say, hey, your door's unlocked. You might want to fucking get a new thing because anybody could break in here.
Yep.
All right. That's cool.
And
I thought about doing that with people, like kidnap people's kids and like not really steal them. Be like, see, this guy was being an idiot. You might want to fucking, watch him better next time. But I figured people wouldn't be happy about that.
There's a book about that.
They wouldn't be excited about the service you were providing. They wouldn't think it was helping them at all. I don't think.
Can you sign this release? No?
I'll read the fictional book called The Chain. It's about people that kidnap kids, and then to break the chain, you then have to kidnap another kid. It's garbage, is what it is.
Wow, you said book, so I'm not going to read it.
Yeah, I was going to say that might as well not write a book and get Venmo $8.
I do work with a rescue group, JC Care, Japanese Chin Care and Rescue Effort. I've been working with them for 20 years. Most all of my kids that have come through my arms have been rescues through the organization because even though I'm supposed to foster them, I eventually actually adopt them. I've had 20 in over 20 years.
What kind of dog?
Japanese Chin for the most part. The two most recent are English toys.
Okay, what's Japanese Chin? What are they known for? What's their kind of? They're small, right? Obviously, do they shed?
Yeah, they're small. They've got hair, not fur. They do shed a lot. The best way I describe them is take the best of a cat, best of a dog, put them together. You've got a Japanese Chin. One of my kids actually was in the movie 2012 with John Cusack.
Nice. Can you train with shit in a box like a cat, or do they have to go outside?
Sharing screen coming in.
They prefer going outside.
Oh, here's a
There we go.
here's a little rice.
That looks cute. Yeah, it's kind of dog I like, but they do shed. I had Shih Tzus. They don't shed, which I liked. I don't like.
Yeah, these do shed.
Do they breathe?
Yes, they breathe. They breathe very well.
Oh.
They do have a reverse snort, which is easy to correct on them. That's not so easy on other breeds.
Gotcha.
Nice. What was your best? What was your hardest gray hat hack? Was there one that you're proud of?
Nope.
Good answer.
Not allowed to tell me about any of this. All right, I get it.
I'd have to say probably as pre-internet, back in the bulletin board days, breaking into one of the protected sites on a bulletin board system.
Oh, nice. All right. Cool. Well, anything else you want to tell us? Anything we're missing here? What's the 10-year goal? You got a 10-year goal for your life?
Buy a huge tract of land and have a horse and not have anybody anywhere close by.
Wow, that sounds like the exact opposite of my goal. So good job. All right. I need people. A horse wouldn't be bad, but I want everyone around. My goal is to have a mansion that have 30 people live in with me. I pay for everybody's food.
I prefer to use the land to rescue animals. So yeah, that's just me.
I get it.
I like that.
All right. Well, thanks so much, man. We appreciate you being part of the show and being part of our front row and part of this crazy little family we've got, and big part of it. So we appreciate you being here, and thanks for coming over.
Awesome getting to know you.
Yeah, it's been awesome, man. Thanks.
I love it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Patrick.
Patrick Yoakley from Yoklahoma. Nice job there, Rach. That was your best pun of all time from Rachel, I think. That was good.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I mean, to be in haiku form, it's pretty impressive to also fit haiku. Oh, remember I want to do a show called Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and it's just puns, and it's like our show, but like Mike Tyson hosts it. And John Conroy came up with the best tagline ever, which is, everyone has a plan till you get punned in the mouth. I think just that tagline alone gets it sold.
That's how he says punch, too, probably. Every time you get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, we have a plan.
So we also, let's catch up on some raffle stuff. Jan Johnson, on behalf of her nephew's doggo, Siri, and then she also tipped for Alibaba because she didn't know that Steve also tipped for Alibaba. So
Alibaba's in twice. She's got kind of real. Right.
Which we don't typically want to say that that's okay, but because Jan's
it's accidental,
not available, then yeah. But we'll have 2 Alibabas.
All right.
We have the glove compartment top 10. Or top 5.
Fuck. Taylor, what happened? Taylor, I can't hear you anymore.
What?
We can't hear you at all, Taylor.
Fuck!
There, now we can. That part. I heard the fuck. What else did you say?
It just says my connection's unstable.
No, you're good.
You're fine.
Great. We have another top 5 glove compartment.
Yeah, let's do that
Go
one.
for it, Bowers.
Top worst things your mother could find in your glove compartment. Top 5 worst things your mom could find in your glove compartment. Ryan, you got any of these?
So I have the life insurance policy on her you never told her about.
Nice.
Tasteful pictures of my asshole.
Tasteful?
They're tasteful. It's art.
Wait,
Rachel.
You taste your asshole? That's
I'm surprisingly flexible, Bowers. I don't know if you do that. You wouldn't think it looking at me, but
well, God says
we can move on.
When God closes a door, he gets you closer to your asshole. Anyway,
when God closes the door, he makes a back one.
Thank you, Taylor.
But we don't know about anal on this show. That's what I've been told. So, what else? The address and application for the home you're going to put her in.
That's not good. I'll give you that.
My dad. Not a fan of him. And just a cat because she's allergic, and that would probably be very uncomfortable for her.
Nice. Rachel.
I just had one. I said that receipt for that fake diamond necklace that I gave her for Mother's Day.
Nice.
That was it.
I did have 5. Condoms, used or otherwise. A map, because who has a map right now? An unopened bag of circus peanuts, because that is garbage candy. A book of driving for dummies.
Nice.
And her divorce papers. She doesn't know that's coming.
Nice. I had a severed hand. I think it would just freak out your mom. Where did that come from? A way too realistic dildo.
Yeah, I guess.
Drugs. My mom would not be happy there was drugs. That necklace she lost in 1987. That's been in your glove compartment the whole time. That she'd look for forever. And pictures of her naked. That I think would be the worst thing she could find. If you had pictures of your own mom naked in the glove compartment, she wouldn't like that.
I find someone who would like that. I just.
Well, I don't think anybody would. I'm saying that.
I mean, if it's not your mom, maybe.
Not your mom. I mean, like, if I found pictures of me in Chrissy's glove compartment, I think that would be sweet. But you know,
Yeah, that's true.
right? Just context. It's all about context.
It is.
Well, how are we doing, Rachel? Anything to catch up on?
Let's see. I don't think so. I think we're pretty well caught up. So if you want, we can start the game.
We can start playing this game. I'm ready to wrestle some TV shows.
One thing we learned today is that some of our fans, they're not wrestling fans because there wasn't not a lot of game entries at all.
Oh, really? Not a lot of wrestling fans? How's the state of wrestling right now, Ryan? Is it on up peak? Is it like best it's ever been? Where's wrestling at in the world?
Depends on how you look at it. I think it's really hot right now because there's actual competition for WWE. WWE's kind of been complacent for the last 20 years because they didn't have any actual real competition to push them. AEW is around now, though. That's pushing them. I think it's very exciting, but it's not. If you're a wrestling fan, it's really good. If you're a casual person who wants to glob onto a character like The Rock or something like that,
Right.
That's not really there just yet.
Gotcha. All right. So no, but you can't see me there. I got it. All right, cool. Well, let's TV show some wrestlers. Let's go. Steve.
Okay, so these are some unpaid entries I liked,
Whoops.
Taylor.
Yeah.
We did have a couple unpaid entries. I only selected one. Sun, X-File. Hold on. Let me start over. X flies flying elbow. That took a while to get there. I could have said it a bit better.
All right, back to one. Take it again.
All right, back to Stephen Val. Sorry about that. Back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah, that one. That's the only one we had also.
Oh, cute.
We've got a few more than two, and we'll pay for them. We've got 6 Feet Undertaker.
Nice.
Got the Jericho Springer Show. Full Nelson House.
Oh.
And finally, you can't smell what the third rock from the sun is cooking.
Wow. Holy shit.
Oh.
All right, Bourbon.
So
Nice job,
I
Val.
had two. Stephen Val stole the 6 Feet Undertaker, but I'm cool with it. So my other entries are Hulk Hogan's Heroes,
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
and then 2.5 chokeholds.
Nice ones. Abby.
I have, instead of the Shield, the Ring,
Nice.
and Monty Python's Flying Suplex.
Oh, nice.
Next one. Andy.
So instead of I Love Lucy, we've got I Love Leg Drops. Flex Natural.
Nice.
Nice.
Zara.
Oh, that's so good. So instead of the People's Court, I have the People's Elbow,
Nice.
and I have Party of 5 Knuckle Shuffle. Can't see me.
Wendy.
Zara just stole 2 of mine.
Oh.
We're not stealing. We're being
She
clever.
got to them before me.
Yes.
Luke Cage match.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to pay for a couple extras. Beavis and Butt Headlock. And last Macho Man standing. And you can't see me on television.
Ah.
Sarah.
Tough one. America's Next Top Rope.
Really good.
All right. So here are the rest of the entries. We had Jack Dostal, Beavis and Headbutt.
Nice.
Adler had Captain Kang Albano.
I
don't know wrestling. Adler also had Law and Order SmackDown.
I would watch that.
That was great. And I think those are all the entries.
All right. Well, I really liked Law and Order SmackDown from Adler. I liked Sarah's America's Next Top Rope. The People's Elbow from Zara was really good. Flying Suplex from Abby. 6 Feet Undertaker and Third Rock from the Sun from Stephen Bauer go. But I got to give it to Wendy with You Can't See Me on Television. I thought that was a really good deep cut from wrestling and a deep cut from television. So those are both good. Ryan, what was your favorite?
I liked Third Rock from The Sun is Cooking as well. Law and Order SmackDown was good. I went with Party of Five Knuckle Shuffle.
Nice. Nice. Taylor?
Mine was between Next Top Rope and Third Rock from the Sun. I think I'm going to go Next Top Rope.
Nice.
Ooh, it's anybody's game.
His game, right, Chad?
Ooh, so I need to break the tie. Okay. I really liked Law and Order SmackDown. Full Nelson House, 6 Feet Undertaker, Flying Suplex, but I'm going to give it to You Can't See Me on TV. Wendy,
right.
Congratulations.
Wendy, nice job. Wendy, good job.
August
Awesome,
Walsh just
awesome
had
work.
one in
You
the
know how to get your
chat.
prize. Ryan, do you have any?
Oh, but Taylor said there was one in the
Well,
chat.
there was
Wanna do
just
that
another
first?
unpaid that was really funny. The Legends
Well,
of Hit 'Em in the Temple.
Nice.
Yeah, I really needed to shut that one out.
Nice. Ryan, what you got?
All right, so I have 4 to add here. Royal Rumble Pains.
Nice.
The West Crossface Chicken Wing. Drive-throughs, diners, and suicide dives. And then Curb Stomp Your Enthusiasm.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Nice. You got
I
it,
had
Taylor?
one.
You got it.
Whose clothesline is it anyway?
Nice. Yeah, you got it? I had 3. I had Iron Chic Chef.
Today's menu, jabroni.
It'll make you humble.
Bobby Heart to Heart. And Junkyard Dog the Bounty Hunter. Those were my So let's do some plugs before we do what we learned. We got anything to catch up on? How's the rat? Let's do plugs, raffle, what we learned. That sound good? So Ryan, what you got coming up? Where we can find you?
Cripplethreat.com, Cripple Threat 8 on all the stuff. I'm in the very early process. I don't have any of them up yet, but I'm working on them as we speak, doing some video game reviews and content for YouTube. I figure if I have all these, I should do something with them.
Sure. Yeah.
So working on that. My podcast that I do with Johnny LaQuasto, formerly of WWE actually, and our buddy Brent Terhune called The Cafeteria. Give that a listen on all the things. And come to a show. I'm at Indiana State on the 16th, doing Laughing Gas in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, the 7th through the 9th of April. So come to a show. I like doing them. I want to do more of them.
Awesome. As for me, you can find me at Bowers Comedy as always. Join my Patreon, patreon.com/Bowers Comedy. $8 a month. Follow me around. April 21st through 24th, I'm in Dallas, Texas, in Addison at TK's Comedy Club. Check that out. I'm on tour with Steve May 9th through the 24th, so stevehofstetter.com. Check that out. And Hands Up Comedy's going really well, guys. We had a great show last night. So if you haven't seen Hands Up yet, it's one Thursday a month. If you want to do comedy, there's always spots available. Andrea does a great job of booking that. So it's me and Dwayne Perkins, and last night was Kristen Key. You can still buy some watch tickets for that if you want to see the show. But it was really good. Kristen Key was a guest host. I think Gus Walsh is on it next month. So buy tickets, come to Hands Up, and, be a comic. It's going to be fun. So check that out. Taylor, you got anything you want to plug?
Yep, just find me on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I play games, putting it in chats because someone has Frodo with a regular O instead of a fucking 0 like a pleb. It pisses me off.
Can you pay him? Can you find Frodo with a...
No, it's the worst thing ever. They have the name. They don't watch anything. They don't play anything, but it's theirs.
Well, I mean, offer some money. Rach, you got anything?
Nice pen throw. A couple things. So Night King game is going to be, let's do Taylor's book title.
Okay.
Right? So Night King is Taylor's book title.
Okay.
And then...
Get out of my house. That's
But the show doesn't know that. Only front row people know that.
That's true.
Oh, that's fair. And then also, so Cass had asked, so we all got together for the Patreon hang yesterday. And Cass had asked, we did talk about like the SDSC convention thing. What we want to do is we want to have it at SCAF. We want to have it at Steel City. Steve is in the process of getting permits. We'll know more in a couple weeks. So fingers crossed. We'll figure that out.
Cool.
What else? Should I do do we want to do What'd You Learn or
Do the raffle.
Okay.
Let's do the raffle
So
first.
let's
How many
see.
people got in the raffle?
How
many pets are in the raffle?
We had 20 this time.
That's a menagerie, I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. Okay.
I'll tell you.
All right. You guys can see it?
All right.
Ready?
Featured as Pet of the Week. Here we go.
Pet of the Week on our 2-year anniversary. Go.
Dun, 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 dun,
He's
dun,
gonna-
dun,
I
dun,
see
dun,
him
dun,
coming. I
dun,
see
dun,
Tick.
dun,
He
dun,
wins
dun,
Crabs.
again.
Oh my gosh, 2 in a row. Tell you what.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
They're just the luckiest animals ever. Holy cow.
All right,
2 in a row.
Manny. So Manny gets featured.
Yeah.
I'll get Manny's information. And then also we did decide, so for Patreon, the monthly Patreon hangs going forward, if you're not a member of our Patreon, you can buy a ticket to the front row. We're going to set it up on Eventbrite, but yeah, just for the monthly, but it'll be $25 for a front row ticket if you're not a Patreon member. So that way Patreon members get priority.
$10 discount. They get a $10 and they get a $10 discount. So they're $15 if you're a Patreon member, they're $25 if you're not. And then also, and that's the other thing, we're also going to our Patreon hang once a month. Meme winners and game winners are going to be invited to that. So even if you're not at that level of the Patreon hang, if you win one of the contests, then you get to come to the Patreon hang that month. So get some few more folks in there. So
and so that starts in April. Sorry, Wendy. You won today, but
You win plenty. You'll get there. You're very clever.
yeah, you're very clever.
Yeah, we just had the March one, right? So
Yeah, we just had
for
it,
the
so
April-
that'll
for the
start in April.
No, we'll invite her to the April one for this March winning.
Okay, that works too.
That works. They're still invited. We'll invite you, Wendy.
Cool.
Cool. So you know what? It's time to figure out what we learned with our good friend Zara. Zara, what did we learn today?
Hey guys, so Crustacean Nation, in addition to learning that crabs aren't extinct, we actually learned a bunch today. Number Type 9, curls get girls, also calling them bitches. Hey Rachel. Contrary to what his wardrobe projects, Bowers does think that you can have too many sex toys. Ryan only agreed to do this show because he thought it was hosted by Chris Bowsers and was swiftly disappointed. Let's keep going. Taylor has so many bits that we actually call him Drill Bit Taylor. When God closes one door, he opens a back one. Fire. Straight fire. You're a god. Patrick is the human equivalent of lightning in a bottle, is a hacker, but never a hack, and is from Yoklahoma.
Nice.
Rachel, you send me. Ryan and his wife were made for each other. You could say that they're on the same level. I'm so glad that you found your player too, mate. It's a lovely thing to do. So Steve has geotagged Taylor and has hired a cartel to buy all the code red vaguely near him as sweet cold revenge.
You
Very
gotta
Steve.
ask him.
I don't know. 2 more. The most savage way to tell a comic they had a bad set is to cross out their name on the lineup and just rename them Spare. This someone's cat. And lastly, this show was heavy on the petting today and will be heavier on the petting next week for the 200th. So we will see you there. And that's what we learned today.
All right. Yes. Thanks so much, Zara, for what we learned. Enjoy the South Coast. All
Missed
right.
it.
Love this
Thanks so
thing.
much. Well, everybody, we will see you next. When's the Mega Monthly? That's the 21st.
When so the 2-year anniversary is
Wednesday.
our next show on Wednesday, and then the Mega Monthly is March 22nd.
22nd. All right, cool. So next week on the 16th, it's our 2-year anniversary of SDSC. So come check that out. We might have some surprise pop-ins here and there. It's going to be a good time. So come check that out. Other than that, have a great weekend, everybody. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Great show.